you doing, brother? Hey, Marco. Hey, Backwoods Law, what's up, brother? Evening at all. What's happening, trucker? Got a good leaf spring, then yes. If you've got one that's super old and has had a whole lot of tension on it for 40 years or so, maybe not, because you don't know what's going to be wrong with it that you can't see. Making a big sticker out. Beat it. But what's happening? I asked my sister to join. You tell her to get in here, Connor. I'm here for a few try-outs making the grass. What's up, brother? Northern Tiger, what's happening? What's up, dude? That cook for a second. You working on the thing and working hang in there, Jim. It's just a railroad spike. I'm just, just getting the blade profile drawn out. These things are popular. I got about 10 of those I gotta get done making. Yeah, it's hard to see when it's way in there. God bless America. What's up, brother? Alright, 11 in the chat, 11 thumbs up. Looks good. Where are you located? Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, that's how you show them. You gotta beat them. Always makes us feel like millionaires. shipping you those springs, but that would be possibly have about 50 pounds. Yeah, that would, damn, that's pretty cool of you for thinking of me like that. But yeah, that'd definitely be expensive. 50 pounds of leaf springs. I wonder how much shipping would be. That's a lot of leaf springs. That's a lot of, that's 5160. Huh. Oh, I'd pay shipping on that. Probably, I don't know. I think shipping costs gone up lately, haven't they? Leave a like, everyone. Thank you, Corn Dog. Corn Dog, are you at my house? Or are you over at your house? Separate them and ship just one to you to see if it's usable or not. Not if so, I'm sure we could work something out. Shoot me an email. My ad is in about on my page. Okay, I will. Thank you. That's Armory. When do you get new press? 6 weeks. And it's actually going to be a 25-ton press. The guy messages me today, because I actually sent the money over him to do it today. And he messages me and says that he's wanting to do a tabletop press that's 25 ton. He said, if you'd like that, I'll do it at no extra charge. I said, yeah, you know, so yeah, for like $3,200 I'm getting the freaking 25 ton press. So very excited about it. Oh yeah, it was funny because whenever I messaged him back, I was like, well, let me think about it for a little bit, and immediately put, hell yes. That's impressive. but a ton chop. Yeah, no, I can't wait, man. Everything I've been looking at today, like everything, I keep thinking about squishing it. So like I'll look at this and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that would look like if I put it in the press. So I will be squishing a lot of stuff. It'll be the squishing segment of the show. I just put random stuff in there and squish it. 25 tons, that's a hell of a press. Most knife makers get the 12 ton. That's going to be pretty awesome when that thing gets delivered. That's a very stout press, yeah. So for swords, yeah, making swords would be a lot easier. Well, be much more attainable once I get that press. Let keep up the good work. Got it. Neighborhood watch, Zoom call. We're right on. Take care, Lisa. Hey, brother, can't stay. I'm running. Just wanted to smash the thumbs up. Have fun, brother. Hey, thank you, Dave. Good evening, Jeff B. What's up, dude? Hey, I can Mike with Mike. What's up, dude? Pork chop. Dang it. I keep hitting the wrong thing because my hands are sweaty. I'm going to end up timing somebody out here in a second by accident. Too bad you're not closer. I work in an auto wreck yard. I could get you steel all day. Well, you should move closer here and then problem solved. Well, I have to go. The family thinks I have to take them out to feed them. Families are always thinking that. You need to tell them, be like, didn't you eat yesterday? You know, and if the answer is yes, then they're good. You can go 3 days without food. You got more important matters like being in here. So, Snake in the Grass, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for coming in. Why did someone leave a thumbs down? It happens, Connor. Don't worry about it. Yep, not even, I don't. Fun fact, actually my first thumbs down that I got, I posted it on Instagram. It got me like 200 subscribers. Because I got a thumbs down and like I posted it, I was like, oh, look at me, I'm a big YouTuber now. And I got haters too. Yeah, it's aggravating. Or I mean, it's not really aggravating, it's just kind of stupid. It's like, what's the point? I think the only videos that I ever give a thumbs down to are of Biden. Those are the only ones, and I love seeing it too. I love the ratio from likes to dislikes on those videos. Freaking trips me out. So I'd like to add to that vibe. Good evening from New Hampshire. How you doing? But yeah, haters gonna hate. Oh man. So I'll show you what this thing looks like. And this is exactly what they're looking for. This is what they want. So this one will actually be shined up quite a bit. This will get ground in to where it's got more of a drop off right there. And that took me what? 25 minutes? 25 minutes and 20 seconds, whatever. So yeah, that'll get ground in and shined up, and you know, all the other stuff that goes along with it. Sitting it in there, letting it cool down slowly. Because you go beating on metal like that, even railroad spikes still weakens them. Pretty, thank you. Yeah, it's yeah, when I'm done with it, it'll be a cool looking knife. Not a good knife. Railroad spikes don't make good knives. They make neat knives, you know. And people love them. Yeah, I sell more of those than I do anything. You know, like I say, I got, I don't even know, like 8 or 9 that I gotta get done. But they're easy to make, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, because the metal's really soft, like that. The spring steels y'all are talking about, and like 1095 and stuff like that. Completely different thing whenever you're hitting it. Like you can feel a difference big time. I made a banner, but I gotta work on it. Oh, a banner for your page? Hey, GBA, man, I have no problem helping you out with stuff like that. If you got any, if there's like little parts of it that you need tweaked or whatever, I got the whole Adobe suite. Yeah, from Photoshop to freaking, what the hell? Anyway, all of them. Everything that every Adobe product. Yeah, so it's pretty easy for me to make stuff like that if you get stuck on anything. How long have you been making knives? Not that long. 2.5 years, something like that. But I've had a knife shop for 6 years. So I've been selling knives a lot longer than I was making them. But I got tired of people asking me if I made knives. So like all the time. And it's funny too, because people will look at the table and it's clearly, you know, some of them. Clearly like China knives or knives you'd see in a freaking gas station, you know, some of them. And they're like, oh, do you make all these? I'm like, no. But anyway, I got tired of saying no, so I was like, the hell with it. I'm gonna start making knives. And yeah, so that was that. So I went and bought like everything to make a shop, and Then slowly started getting better and better stuff. Like I started out with a little tiny grinder, and then now I've got a Kalamazoo made in America. Yeah, much better one. Started out with the little house forge, now I've got the big one, and now I've got a forging press getting delivered soon, 6 weeks, which sucks. But you know, and I could have got the 12-ton in about a week, but I'm like, the 17-ton was the same price, and I'm glad I actually went with this guy because, yeah, now he's bumped it up to a 25-ton, much better quality than China crap. True. Now you can still get good knives out of China. You can, but you can also get the freaking crappy ones, and that's where the confusion is with a lot of people that look at the knives. You know, because yeah, you can still get a freaking super expensive knife that's made in China and made well. You know, good steel, good craftsmanship, all of that stuff. But for every one of those, there's 100 of the crappy ones that you see. You know, then they crappy. That's clever. I like that. Yeah, he's running this place to the freaking ground. Makes me sad. What can you do? So, but I'll tell you where, if you see a knife that says Japan on it, you do not generally get crappy knives out of Japan. Those ones are usually super expensive. I found a knife that was made in Japan in the bottom of a box that I bought from a guy, and like it was a bunch of crap in there, and I paid him like $20 for the whole box. And I see this one knife, and I'm like, wow, that's gorgeous. And yeah, it said Japan on it. I end up looking it up, finding it. It was a $330 knife. I love my Japan knives, Japanese knives. Yeah, dude, Japanese knives are not the same as Chinese knives. Vanessa, what's happening? Yeah, big difference between China and Japan knives. Kind of like Damascus steel from Pakistan. Not, maybe there's some bad, but Pakistan actually produces some pretty good knives. So like made in Pakistan does not always mean crappy knife. Actually, I had a contact over in Pakistan where I was getting, he messaged me through Instagram. I had great deals on these knives, and I'm like, man. I'm like, this dude wants me to send him money so that he can send me the knives, and I'm like, I don't know, this seems freaking, it seems like a scam. And I'm like, those are great deals, so I'm like, screw it, I'll do a small order. I think I ordered like $300 or $400 worth of knives, and he sent them. And they were, it was great. But then dude ended up getting like super pushy, and he's like, oh, you need to buy more knives. I can't do his accent, but yeah, started ignored what I missed. But yeah, started getting a little pushy, so I was like, yeah, not worried about it. Can't wait for the Preacher Sword video. Yep, coming soon. Yeah, I've got a few things. Once I get that press, man, that's a game changer. Like that'll take everything to a whole new level. Like even the quality of the knives that you make with a press are better because you don't have to heat the steel up. Like this billet right here, for example. This is Damascus steel. I have got about 9 hours of hammering in this. And it was about this long. Well, it was about this long. Then it made it to about that long. Cut it in half, flipped it back over on itself, reforged welded it. This piece of metal is the reason I decided to buy a press. Because yeah, I was about 9 hours in. You picture like what y'all see me doing where I'm putting it in the fire, pulling it out. 9 hours of that. And I probably had about another 9 to get this thin enough to be, you know, a knife. So, long way to go to stretch that out. With a press, that'll take me about 10 minutes or so. and you don't have to keep heating up the metal. So it's much better for it. 1060 carbon steel sword for a sword. 1060. Never worked with 1060 before. Lowest I've ever gone on the carbon scale is 1075. 1084 is really a good steel. I might even 1084 probably be a smarter choice for me working with a sword. 1095 is generally my go-to. I love 1095. It makes a really strong steel. I got quite a bit of that down there. Yeah. Oh. That one turned out pretty. I like that one. That'll be pretty good. I don't think I ever showed y'all the little graphic I got on the back of my truck. Y'all see that? It says Knight's Armory and other stuff. So I know nothing about metal. What do these numbers mean? So the 1095 is going to be 0.95% carbon, which 0.95 doesn't sound like it, hardly anything, but that's a lot. And then so 1075, I don't know what the 10 actually stands for. It doesn't matter as much as that 0.9 or the last two numbers. But 1075 would be 0.75 carbon. It's not clear, Jim. Oh, for y'all to see it, it's not clear. So, you're dangerous. Be making yours out of a balsa of wood. Yeah, get some driftwood, make you a freaking. Now that would be funny. Mail him a freaking. Mail him a broomstick, kind of like shaved a little bit into the shape of a sword. That might happen. That might happen. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I was planning on going live earlier, and I got home and I laid down on my bed, and I usually I'll fall asleep for a couple minutes, and my daughter shut my door, so it was like perfectly quiet in there, and I ended up sleeping for an hour and a half. I guess I needed it. And I went out there and I was like, "Did you shut my door?" She's like, "Well, I wanted to watch TV and I didn't want to wake you." So I was like, "Okay, thank you." Guess what means how hard it is? Yes. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, the higher carbon content is a harder blade, more brittle. Lower carbon contents. Would you take a commission for some simple spear point marking blades? Spear point marking blade? It's a marking blade. But yeah. I mean, I the next 9 knives that I have to make are all commissioned, But I'm a little backed up. Not that much. I mean, I should finish those within the next couple of weeks, I hope. Shoot. And then I got 2 more I got to make. Those ones are going to be a little better. Those will take me about a week each. Yeah. Forgot about those. I got to call the guy. Hello, I got up from an hour nap just before I hopped into the car. I actually had a really weird dream while I was sleeping. I had a dream that my wife was robbed at gunpoint, and she had a bandage on her hand. And so I take her, and she shows me where the guy is. Cops didn't do anything, obviously, in the dream. And so she takes me, shows me where the guy is. So I go and I drop her off, and I'm driving back so that I can run him over. that was my dream. My plan in my dream is to because he's like just a guy walking on the street or walking down the sidewalk. So the plan in my dream is to go freaking hit this dude at like full throttle. Then I woke up. Weird dream. Woodworker making. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to see the bevel. Two bevels. Oh, shoot. Where'd it go? Two bevels and a flat back. Okay. Sounds. I'll look those up. But shoot me an email. My email is jim.knightsarmory@gmail.com, or you can like. It's under, or like in all the videos, in the description, and it's easy to get a hold of it. But yeah, we can get it figured out. Knight's Armory, I used a cleaver to cut a 3-pound rack of bacon in half, sliced right through it. Oh, good. Yeah, that thing, I was pretty proud of that cleaver. Yeah, whenever you need it sharpened, that thing does come with free sharpenings for life. I don't think I ever told you that. Yeah, so. My insomnia is running rampant. Yeah, I don't sleep a lot. Look, I got bags. It's not normally black. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I was looking at it today, I'm like, damn. And I'm losing weight too. I lost 30 pounds. 30 pounds. I used to weigh 134. I weighed myself yesterday. I weighed not 134. I weighed 234. Although I haven't been working out either. But I weighed 234. And then I weighed myself the other day. I weighed 215. And then I weighed myself yesterday and I weighed 204. So yeah, losing weight. I think it's all the knives I've been making. I've been making a ton of knives, both on and off camera. I really like the CRKT. Wait, what? Just like the blade material, which is 8CR13. Oh, Connor takes. Dude, I saw the Connor, and I was thinking that it was Corn Dog, who's my neighbor's kid, whom I love. He's like one of my own. But his name is Connor, and I saw the Connor thing, and I was like, holy crap, Connor knows about knives. It threw me off, because he's young, you know. But yeah, that was funny to me in my head. I really like this. I wish the blade material was $10.95. Yeah, that 13 MOV. I think that's like the Japanese version of like, or not Japanese, but Chinese version of 440, if I remember right. But I think that's actually what my blade is. Is that? Yeah, it is. Yeah, 8CR 13 MOV. Now, for me, it's not so bad because I sharpen freaking 30, 40 knives a week, so I keep this thing razor sharp, and it's super easy for me to do so. But it won't hold an edge. Like if I cut a lot of stuff though. But if I go 2 weeks without sharpening it, it's definitely noticeable. Oh, I love the videos, man. Keep them coming when you're able to. Oh, right on. Thank you. Yeah, I've actually got a little review video. I just bought this thing. So, I like heat guns, right? I need heat guns. They're very important. So, I've got this one, I've got this one. This one I usually keep in my truck because I've got a welding machine in my truck. Got this one. This one was very nice. If I remember, I don't remember, but I want to say this one's like, it's like a $400 freaking heat gun. It's old. I've had it quite some time. But it's super accurate, I think. This one, but it only goes up to 1,000 degrees, like not even, it'll do like 990 something. This one will go up to 2,100 degrees. Way cheaper though. Harbor Freight. But it'll go 2,100 degrees. So I can actually test the inside of my forge and see what's going on in there. Like right now it's 540 degrees in there, so. But if I check it with this one, saying 609. I believe this one a little bit more. But that's saying 648 if I get a little closer. 649. This one's probably more accurate, but I like that this one can go way higher on the freaking, you know, because if it's off within 20, 30, 40 degrees, for what I do, it's not that big of a deal. The precision doesn't have to, yeah, it could be close. I gotta run. I have a range video to do before, oh shoot, before it gets dark. I thought it kind of moved on me. I thought it said before I get drunk. I'll keep an eye out for that email. Right on, brother. After sharpening on several grit, I hone with compound on a strop. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. I've got my belt sanders and stuff at my shop because I have to move a lot faster because I do so many. That's what I use. I saw people use automotive sand grit, and it disappears, and use them on their knife sharpeners to get a wicked edge. I haven't tried it yet, but would love to try that one day. Huh. I mean, it should work. Yeah. I don't see why I wouldn't. I always use a stop after I get an acceptable strop acid. But my knife, I swear it's like a sickness. So I collect knives when I was little. Yeah, dude, so did I. And yeah, basically, I mean, technically, I'm using a strop as well because I go up to like a 2000 grit belt, and which is essentially what a strop does is it removes the burr. The burr gets created from sharpening. It's like a wire edge. There's tons of videos about it online. But that little burr won't hold an edge. You can also take it and rub it against a piece of wood, just like the corner of a table. Not a nice table, but like a piece of wood. You rub it against it, and it'll remove that burr, and then you can go back to getting that final good edge on it. Yeah, that is one thing. And it's funny because before I started doing all this, people would always, or if anybody asked me if I could sharpen a knife, and nope, I suck at sharpening knives. Not good at it. Don't know how. You know, whenever I opened a knife shop, it became necessary for me to learn all about it and understand it. And but I always took my knives somewhere to get them sharpened. I didn't do it myself, really. And when I did, I screwed it up. Now, yeah, I'd do my own horn, but I'd go up against the freaking best ones and say I could freaking hold my own. Sharpening knives is plain iron. Sharpening knives is a big stress reliever for me. I wish I had the money for a good setup. I'd have more edges on them all. Sharpen to the test at hand. Task at hand, yeah. Yeah, depending on what you cut. Like sometimes you want that freaking toothy edge on it or whatever. Rebel Jack, what's up, brother? I rub mine on my leather wallet between sharpened sets. Yeah. Yeah, leather, I mean, that's what a strop is. Yeah, I mean, that'd be fine. You know, I should finish that knife, but I really don't feel like it. I think I'm just going to sit here and talk to y'all. That's what I banged out a few minutes ago. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, shine it up. And that'll be a decent, neat little knife. Yeah, kind of enjoy hand sharpening my knives. Need to do my kitchen ones this weekend. I like hand sharpening. And it's all about the angle. You got to maintain your angle. It's like, it doesn't matter if you go forward and backwards or you know, people always ask me like, well, should I go forward? It doesn't matter. Should I go backward? It doesn't matter. If you don't freaking maintain your angle, you can go back and forth. You just gotta, whatever angle you start with, that's what you gotta stick with. Because if you don't, man, I fix so many knives where people try to do it, and you can see it. You can see where they went from like 15 degrees to freaking 30 degrees, back to 15, and it's like this big, I drag backwards, and that's fine. Yeah, dragging backwards you can do. You can slide forward. Yeah, it makes zero difference. Oh, it's pine cones falling. I keep hearing stuff. But yeah, I fix a lot of screw ups that people do. They like bring them to me and they're like, "Oh, can you fix this?" Or the broken tip. That's the number one fix that I do on everything, or more than any other. Is people use their knives as a screwdriver. They snap that tip off, and I can fix them. You know, you break the tip off. I mean, I just reshape the knife. It takes me like maybe 5-10 minutes usually. Drag backwards. My dad used a leather belt. Stop. Okay. Oh heck yeah. The CRKT 815 Ontario 1 AUS 8. Oh, that's going to be a better steel if I remember right. There's so many different kinds of steel that it does get confusing sometimes. Because I sell so many different kinds in the shop, and I'm constantly pulling up the freaking the chart. I usually just show it to people because you can Google it. There's like charts that show you the hardness, the durability, the this, that, and the other, and will tell you exactly where each type of steel is. I like my Ontario Knife Company knives. Cleaning weapons and sharpening knives late night. I do like cleaning weapons. I like cleaning guns. A lot of times I'll clean my guns without even needing it. Yeah. Like I'll just pull out my freaking cleaning kit and clean them. I have a lot of guns. I like my guns. That's actually how I met Drop It Like a Scott, looking up a gun that I was about to buy. Alright, so that one says it's 130 degrees on the blade. This one says it's 130 degrees. Okay, so that's something. If I can touch this, yeah, that's about 130 degrees. 140 and I would not be able to hold my hand on it. 150 and I'm definitely yanking back. Good time. I was actually planning on doing that little test to feel it and see where this thing stacked up. So, what's your EDC gun? JW, you don't have to tell. Oh, I don't mind telling. Thank you. I'll just show it. I don't have it on me because I'm working. Hang on a second. .357 Magnum. Mechanic TP9. Elite SC. This one is. I've also got the TP9 SFX. TP9 Combat Elite. And I'm about to be getting the SFX. The SFX whiteout model. So that will be pretty awesome whenever that comes in. But yeah, that's my go-to. It's kind of small. I mean, it's still a big gun, but you know, it works. You can't see an imprint. Oh God, tired. That looks like a Persian blade. Persian blade, kind of like a CRKT scrub. heard those Canics are good handguns. I'd like to get a Canic TP9SF Elite. Oh no, that's SC. Yeah, I've got the or the SFX. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, I've got 3 of them, and I love them. Like right, first time I shot them, dude, and I'll show you why. This right here. So, watch the trigger reset on this. So that's the squeeze, right? Bullet fires, comes back. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but listen to this. That's the reset. Fire. So it's literally that little tiny. So if you're shooting this thing, you're just you're barely moving your finger after the first round. You know, the first one you're starting from way up here. But that, and they're all like that. The race gun, the SFX that I've got, the full size, man, that thing is accurate. I mean, they're all pretty accurate. You know, this one's shorter, so it's not going to be as accurate. That SFX, good lord, man. That thing, I was super impressed with it the first time I shot it. Oh, they're all 9mm. Yeah, Canic, that's all they make are 9mm. I do have a 380 inside. I've got this Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Great little gun. If you're going to get an ankle gun, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, 100%. And I will tell you this, I set the laser on that one about 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. And I've walked with that thing on my ankle so much. Like, I've run with it on my ankle. That laser is still as true as the day I set it. Crazy short reset, that's why I noticed on them all. I daily carry Glock 45 9mm right on. For family gatherings and out to dinner, I carry a Sig Sauer Ultra Nitron 1911. 45. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I've got, and I don't just carry this, but I've also got the, but this one, ever since I got it, has been my go-to. Like, I've probably carried this one more than any other gun. But yeah, I like Springfield, XD9. I like 9mm. Probably my favorite round. Because it's powerful, and yet you can fit a lot of them in there. You know, it's powerful enough to do the trick, you know, with at the same time still being able to have a large round capacity. But yeah, I'd say my second favorite would be the Springfield XD40. Carried that quite a bit. But all right, well, I think I'm about to end it. I'm gonna go get cleaned up and all of that stuff, and yeah, I gotta edit a video too. Nothing fancy. It's gonna be the review of this one. I mean, it'll be amazing if you can watch it. But the reason I'm doing a review is because whenever I was going to buy this, I was searching and I could not find anybody that was doing high heat with this to see if it would work. So I'm throwing a video out there just doing that. Just FYI, I emailed Winchester and they do put primer sealant on their silver tip rounds. Huh. Good to know. Have a good night, Jim. Hey, Rebel Jack, you as well, brother. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, all that stuff. Bye.